So here we are once again, as you can see, not very far from the homestead. And we're breaking over the hill here. Got a little bit of snow. Melt off once the rain stops. We're gonna see what we could find. Last weekend I found a pretty good portion of them. So we're gonna do a little wandering and see what we come across. I'll keep you updated. Okay. See you in a few. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. We have found some already. I mean, literally, you can still see my house a little bit. Not too bad, not too bad. These are black golden needle. They are edible. I don't suggest using my video as a disclaimer or whatever they call it. However, these are past due. A nice orange caps. One of the identifying facts of them. I hate to take any of these because there ain't very many of them. Focus and see the gills. And see this, I will take this one. Do you notice? No, it's kind of hard to see after I touched it and stuff. But the stalk with that color will actually get a velvety looking foot, almost like a real smooth moss hair. Or moleskin, what have you. Yeah, very beautiful. Nice start. And there's more coming in. We'll give them a day or two. Let it dry out a little bit. And I bet you they'll bloom right up. And keep this one for souvenir. There's some. The whole tree is wrapped with it. Then, you look right over here. I can see more already. All over. Boy, within the next day or so, they're going to be hammering. Look at them all the way up. All the way up to here. That's a good 2.5, 3 foot right there. Boy, they are slamming. Look at them all coming in. I want to check these periodically. Don't want to disturb too many of them. Look at this. Even a little feller way up here. Way up here. That's, I mean, it's a pretty good stretch of log right there getting covered in them. Phenomenal. More on the back side. Well, let's go see if we find any that are big clusters that we could grab. Now, if that isn't a beautiful sight. Look at how high the water is. Been raining for about a week now. At least good 5 days. Beautiful. Well, let's do a little shrooming, shall we? So, we just walked around that corner. It is beautiful. A lot of water. My girlfriend there, Ashley, I do believe she did a lot of swimming and hiking back in these woods when she was younger. Remember hearing stories about sneaking off to her friend's house, lived just over the creek. I wouldn't want to cross that creek to get to a friend's house, I tell you. But I guess it's better than walking down a dark, scary, dead-end road, huh? Well, get back to looking for some more. Boy, 2 more steps and look at what I come across. All the noise in there is rain, and as you can see, it's turned into a little bit of sleet. Wow. She's been here forever, huh? Wonder what lives in there. Clearly something does. Pretty good large rat shit around it. It looks like scat, sorry. Rat scat is what it looks like. Big turds. I guess maybe. Squirrels? Big turds for little squirrels. I mean, in comparison to an acorn shell. Have to investigate that at a further time, maybe another video or something. Boy, look at that size. Yep, got hail now coming in. And there the train tracks are. Boy, New York weather is cold out here, huh? Gotta love New York. A lot of different types of bracket fungus. A lot of dead trees. You can see the pores in the bottom of that one, how it's spreading. They aren't really edible. Some say that they're edible very young in age. However, I don't want to try them. They get very tough and woody tasting. You notice a bunch of posted signs over here though. I don't know where they come about from, but well, we'll venture to the line anyway. I don't know whose line that is or why it's there, but who knows, maybe we'll find out today. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All the way up that tree. Oh, if you guys can see it. Right there, there's a cluster. So, my editing might not be the best on this video. First timer. Don't even really have a social media following or nothing. Look at this. We're going to get up a little closer. Here's some pearl oyster mushrooms. Boy, oh boy. Here's some that are past due. Oh my goodness. What a good find this is. I might have to go back to the house. Look at them all. How do I do this here? Look at them. I might have to wander back and carry a straddling spikes with me and go up and get the rest of them. Alrighty, so we know right there before the line, there's pearl oysters, which I am gonna have. I will be carrying the ladder back here tonight. Alright folks, let's carry on our adventure, shall we? Phenomenal with eggs they go with. So now, this is going to be tricky on how to remove these without not being able to videotape, but we're going to give it a whirl. Like I said, first timer here. Oh, don't want to drop a $1,000 fucking iPhone, I tell you. No, it ain't going to work. There. It just ain't going to work. Alright, I will hold it. What I had done, stick the knife, left a little bit, didn't really want to do that, but that's okay. Stick the knife behind, just gently pop them off. I mean, that's a decent mushroom right there. Boy, and there's such a cluster up there. Maybe take them to the farmer's market Sunday. Saratoga. Boy, look at them all. Alrighty. You always want to make sure you leave some so they keep growing. I mean, granted, there's hundreds of them that are dead on this tree, but past prime. But still, you want to save some. Always make sure you put them in a paper bag so that they don't mold or mildew or rot on you. And it's so funny, I taking a picture right next to some on the ground. Oh my, what a wonderful thing to see. Obviously, that's why they just fall off right there. And I'm admiring how many pearl mushrooms or pearl oysters are on that tree. And I break the corner. Here's my bag from my pearls. Can anyone see what I see? Let's go investigate that. I believe that's, what is it? Chicken of the forest, hen of the woods, chicken of the forest, or hen of the forest, chicken of the woods. Let's go up and check them out. Cool. Past its prime. Way past its prime. What a shame, but hey, at least we know they're out here, and they ain't that hard to find. And it's a good, suitable meal. Many recipes for wild mushrooms. The main thing is you have to know what you're looking at. You have to identify them numerous times over. Make sure everything's legitimate about them. Make sure every part of their description, their pictures, look up a ton of pictures. If you got an old book, spores, gills, pores, all of it. When they're ready, when they're not ready. Some are ripe and ready to be picked. And after they go past their prime, they load up with spores and they can cause digestive problems. I mean, there's a lot to know about it. I'm just a starter out. Don't think anything that I say is going to keep you safe if you pick the wrong shroom. And I don't suggest going out without knowing how to shroom a little bit and doing a lot of research onto it. We're going to keep scanning. I got to somewhat hurry up and get back to get a ladder to get the rest of them oysters for tomorrow, or Sunday. 2 days away. Today's Friday. Alrighty. Okay, I'm back here. We're still at the end of the forest there, or end of the woods, and look right over here. White mushrooms are a little like bees, huh? They kind of stay close together. Look at this. And this is what we set out to find. A nice cluster. All the way. Look at them. You guys can't see them. Beautiful. Nice clusters. Here's another nice one. I don't like the water all over them, but they will dry. And they're starting to head out. See the black into them? Starting to head the other way. As these already did. But we got a lot here. Wow. Alrighty, I'm gonna get to picking. So here I am again, JW, and I noticed some big. Oh, can you see it? Yeah. Oh, look at what we have up here. Boy, how the rain brings them out, huh? And then, as I was stepping off from that down tree there, happened to look over here, and there's more. Look at that. Can everyone see them? Beautiful. I did want to point out there's a bunch of different oyster mushrooms on this one tree that fell in this group. They're bitter oysters. They are very toxic. Very toxic. Do not mix them up with your peeling oysters. and your pearl oysters. Or the mock oysters, the nice bright orange ones that we found over there on the other part of the tree. Extremely toxic. Poison. These are velvet foots as well. Notice no band. Now, you got the velvet on a dead rotten stump all around it. And there's the bottom of the gills. I'm not 100% certain on these because they're not in a cluster. The one kind of mushroom is extremely toxic, and it says that the gills will be crowed, which I do believe is right there on the end. Right in there. I think that's what crowed means, and it looks like a crow's foot. So I'm gonna leave these ones be. This is a prime example of one of them poisonous ones. See the brown dot in the center? You know that it's toxic because the golden needle won't have that. Has that stringy stalk to it. And there's them crowed fins. Again, I'm glad I did not touch them because they are poisonous, toxic. There's them crowed gills. And I do want to point out, I mean, right here is the area that I walked, just over the past them broken trees, down trees. That's exactly where I found the golden needles. And if you notice, if you can make it out, I can because I live here. This is my stomping grounds now, even though I was a wanderer for a long time and moved around to a lot of nice areas. We settled down roots where my old lady grew up, and she wants our daughter to go to school. So that's our house right there, which maybe in the future I'll have some videos on home restoration, rejacking, foundation work, roofing, you name it. Comments are appreciated. Just starting out, would like to learn a little bit on the YouTube situation. Sorry, not paying much mind. Scanning a lot for more shroomage. Gotta feed the family in 2020, going on 2021. I had a neighbor tell me that 2 things you gotta have in this year: a garden and a gun. Good words to live by. Again, I'm not saying to go out and pick your mushrooms in the lawn or in the neighbor's woods and think that they're all edible and, oh, hey, I seen it on YouTube. Because that ain't the case at all. Make sure you know what you're eating. Make sure you know what you're cooking. Make sure you know what you're touching, because touching some of these shrooms will give problems and make you sick. Not something you want to go through, trust me. It's not a fun experience, no matter what the symptoms are. So definitely thoroughly check whatever you're going to pick. Look many websites up, many indicators. I use the picture of this in the mushroom app that goes with it. They're a good starter. They give you a few options on what it could be and what to look for on each one. So I'm not promoting nothing. No one sponsored me. But they are what I use personally for a starter indicator. All right, we're going to head back to the homestead and see what we got here. Got a few bags. Not a lot in each. I don't want to pick more than what we're going to utilize before they spoil. Might as well let them spoil in nature and grow more, correct? Alrighty, so we'll catch up to you in just a few more steps. Alright, and as I'm walking back, still scanning like always, I come across this little fella. Anyone knows what that is? That is, oh, I touched it and it's all went to blooming, or spores already, see? That was a pearl, or a pear puffball. It went to spore. Only time they are good is when the outside is nice and clean looking somewhat, and the inside is just as nice and as white and marshmallow looking as a regular full-size puffball. There's many recipes out there as well for them. The brown needles, they're good, they're golden needles. I keep calling them brown. They're golden needles. They're very good medicinal use to them. They've been used for hundreds of years. So, all right, we're almost back, and I'll show you what we got inside.